Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have season 2 of our Broncos rebuild. Each season will be its own episode, so we might add a season or two, but most likely it will just be 3 seasons. Anyways, man, we are signing a staffing agency to handle our scouting, because scouting is going to be very, very important in this franchise. We lose Brian Dawkins, Buck Halter, those guys, they retire. We are going to sign Champ Bailey to a new contract. His contract was up, and I want to keep Champ. He might not be the same shutdown master. I mean, in Madden 05, he was a beast. In Madden 05, you could not throw to the Broncos left side or right side, and you could not run to that side either, because he could hit stick you, block shed whoever's in front of him, and just get to the freaking halfback. Anyways, man, these are the guys that we're signing. We're going to re-sign Grant. Deion Grant is someone that we picked up during the regular season when one of our safeties was out for the season, but he actually played pretty well, so I think that he earned a contract. And of course, we re-signed Brandon Lloyd, Prater, and our right tackle. Anyways, man, this is the combine scouting. We get to pick 20 new players that we get to scout, and I really love the way that they do it in Madden 12, because in Madden 12, of course, you have your regular season scouting, where each week you get to scout new players. So you can keep scouting the same players, so you can see their overalls and unlock things, kind of like in Madden 17, how they always claim that this crap is new, when it really isn't. It's really just the same recycled stuff, which is not, I'm not complaining that the recycled stuff is good recycled stuff. Anyways, though, man, right here is the combine scouting, excuse me, and then, of course, you have your pro day scouting, and then you also have your individual workouts, where you get to invite 5 people to come to your program, come to your facilities, and work out there. So right here we have free agent bidding. If you forget what that is, you basically had a minute 30 to go after the top guys, and you have to try to select as many people as you can, and then kind of go to your bidding page so you don't miss out. Because if you do not go to that page, you're gonna miss out on some free agents, because again, you only have a minute 30, and it does not reset like in MUT. In MUT, when you're on the auction block and you get to that 5 seconds left and you place a new bid, the time resets to 30 seconds. It doesn't do that here. So it's rapid fire, which I'm not complaining, but at the end of the day, it did make things a tad bit difficult when I first had Madden 12. This time around, I was cool. I'm just saying, for the people that might want to try this game mode, that forgot about this in the game, because I got a lot of people saying, yo, I'm going to play this game because of you and stuff like that. So just FYI for anybody that wants to do that. So here goes the pro days. Now, going back to free agency, we got Rodgers because our D-tackle situation is kind of slim. Okay, we also picked up Randy Moss, the big boss. We also got our man Darren Sproles, and we also got Spikes. Spikes is a right outside linebacker, and if you remember, or if you just know, Von Miller, he is an outside linebacker as well. But because our team runs a 4-3, and I might just be totally just dumb and just a total numbskull, I forgot if we could change. I know if I'm playing the game that I can change the formations and stuff like that, go from a 4-3 to a 3-4 defense, stuff like that, but I'm not sure if you can do that while you're just simming. So for me, I think it's a great idea to put Von Miller as our left end. We have Dumervil as our right end, or vice versa. I could be getting that wrong, but Dumervil is on one side. Of course, he's more of an outside linebacker, if you will, because he's not the biggest guy. And then, of course, we also have Von Miller on the other side in real life. But for this, Dumervil's an end, so I want to make Von Miller an end too, because I'd much rather have him harassing the quarterback than stopping the guys in the run. I feel like he could do both from the end positions. Right there, we go with Matthew. He is a halfback. We already have Sproles. With Sproles, he's going to be that punt returner, kick returner, third down back. We also have Maroney, who I want to be our workhorse, you know, for at least the next year or two. So we pick up Matthew. Right here, we're going to pick up a cornerback, and that is, what is a cornerback? I can't really see the screen. I was moving too fast, talking too slow maybe, even though I really don't have a problem with that. But anyways, man, we got that pick from our trade with Cal Orton. We traded Cal Orton to the Arizona Cardinals. They ended up having the 5th pick in the draft. So in round 2, or the 7th pick in the draft, excuse me. So in round 2, we had the 7th pick for round 2. So here, I wanted to pick up a safety maybe, because our free safety is definitely an issue that I wanted to address. Tight end is an issue that I want to address, and of course offensive line, and of course defensive tackle. Even though we did pick up Rodgers, I do want to try to address those issues. So right here in the 3rd round, I can't find anything that's worth value, so I'm like, let's just trade this pick with the Steelers, who I know have a later pick in this round. So we're going to go after the 3rd pick in this round and then the 5th pick in the same draft. Fifth round. Let me make that clear. So 5th round pick, and we get the Steelers' 3rd round pick. And I felt pretty good about that move. I'm not going to lie. I felt pretty good about getting an extra pick in this draft. That gave us 2 extra picks in this draft. So I feel like I am the GM of the year, because we're doing the impossible, trying to turn Tim Tebow into that dude. So we end up drafting another defense attacker right there. So now we are in round number 6, pick number 27. We have a couple of tight ends still left on the board, but they are projected to go in the 7th round. So right here, I reached on that center because he's projected to go in the 7th round as well. But I want to make sure that we got this guy who we scouted during his pro day, because it said 99 overall. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why I went after him, but I knew it wasn't going to be that. But I figured if it said 99 there, maybe at the worst it's like 75, 79. So as a late round pick, I feel like that would be incredible. So you see that we also have Terrell Pryor. He is there just in case Tebow gets hurt and we can run around with somebody. As a left end, you see that Von Miller is 98 overall. He goes from about 85 overall in the 2nd season to 98 overall, which I think is freaking fantastic. Hopefully, he can harass the quarterback and stuff like that. Spikes, he's going to fill in at that right outside linebacker spot. Again, safety is a struggle. Safety is definitely a struggle going into the season, but hopefully we can just get enough wins to get back to the playoffs. And so far, we kick off the season 2-0. Want to see some progression in Tim Tebow's game, because when I'm playing with Tebow, it's a lot different than just watching the numbers fall in. When I'm playing with him and he missed some passes that I feel like he should hit, it really makes me want to trade him maybe for another quarterback. But right here, so far in the season, he has 10 TDs to 6 interceptions. Marino's averaging 3.6 yards per carry. Tebow is averaging 4.6 yards per carry, and Sproles averaging 2.7. So the running game isn't the best, but you know what? We're winning games, so I'm not going to complain. We have 3 TDs by Lloyd, the Thomas brothers, Julius Thomas and Demaryius Thomas. They both have a touchdown apiece. You can see that Spike's leading the team in tackles with a total of 46, has 37 solo. And my man Von Miller, only 13 solo tackles, 20 total tackles, 1 for loss, but he has 2 sacks. And those are his first 2 sacks of his career, because in season 1, his rookie season, he didn't have any sacks. No sacks at all. So right here, we are going to continue to sim. You can see we have a big time game versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we got to make sure that we stay on our winning ways, if I could speak. Anyways, you can see that we have a bunch of people out already. 2 middle linebackers hurt. 1 is out for the season, and it's rough. But anyways, outside of all that, we still make it to the playoffs with a 10-6 record. We are going to check out who else is injured, because if somebody else is hurt, I'm going to freaking lose my mind. And our left guard, he's out for the season. Basically, it's the playoffs. There's not 8 weeks left, so we're going to put him on IR just to make sure we can sign some people. We have Golf right there, somebody that I signed during the regular season when our linebackers were hurt, and now he's out for the first 2 playoff games. Demaryius Thomas, he's out. So I'm just thankful right now that we ended up signing Randy Moss. But at the end of the day, man, having him out, because he has blossomed to like an 85 overall receiver. So it sucks, man. But the Patriots, the Colts, the Texans, the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Steelers, we are the 6 teams representing the AFC. For the NFC, you have the Packers, the Saints, the Giants, the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Seahawks, who snuck in there with an 8-8 record. The Eagles and the Cardinals were also 8-8, but they are on the outside looking in. So one of the most beautiful stadiums in the world, in football, either football, soccer or football, Vesco Field at Mile High, one of the most beautiful stadiums that I freaking love playing here. And anyways, man, we are wearing our throwbacks. And maybe it's not a good idea, because the Broncos really never had too much success wearing these, jerseys, unless they're talking about the fumble and, the drive and stuff like that, but never were able to get to that Super Bowl. So it might be a bad idea. But we got the Chiefs taking on the Broncos, and the newest Bronco, someone who said they always wanted to be a Bronco, Jamal Charles, he ran the ball right there, but that's going to be well short of the first down marker. Now, Tebow came into these playoffs cold. I don't know if you guys remember, but they had a hot rating and a cold rating, and hot streaks and cold streaks, and Tim Tebow is on a cold streak, so I don't know if that had anything to do with our opening drive. But Beck right there, who is also, I believe he was an undrafted free agent who we got as a linebacker, because we saw our middle linebacker position is weak. He comes in a big time stop. Rodgers, he gets in there for a big time takedown, and then Castle over the middle to Dwayne Bowe, gets away from Champ Bailey breaks another tackle. Champ is able to catch him down, and we finally stop Dwayne Bowe. 1st and 10 over the middle. Bowe makes another wonderful catch, this time for a gain of 8. Now they're going to try to do too much. Okay, Bowe, he was a nice receiver in his prime, but running an end around with him, that's not going to get it done. They give it to Charles, but we are there with our rookie linebacker as we shut down that ground game. So again, set up a screen pass to Darren Sproles. We just get a horrible animation right there. Nothing we can do about that. 2nd and 9. If you saw season 1, you saw me break off that big road Tim Tebow with that play, but this time Derek Johnson from Texas is like, no, that's not going to happen. Right there, I don't know who I was really throwing the ball to. Looks like I was throwing the ball to Decker, and it was just a horrible pass. Right here, Castle has a man wide open, but he cannot hit him, and that is a big break for us. 3rd and 10 for Castle. Going to go to the right side. Bowe breaks one tackle, but Champ Bailey is there for the takedown, and on 4th and 3, they decide to punt the football. Another screen pass. This time it works to Moreno. He's going to get upfield, break a tackle, gets a block by Decker, and finally gets brought down at about the 46-yard line. Another first down play. We can get the ball to Darren Sproles up the gut, breaking tackles, and he's going to pick up a nice gain of 9. 2nd and 1. We had a couple of people open, and I hit the wrong button. When you have a PlayStation and you have an Xbox, you know what you go through. You just know what you go through when you go back and forth from different Madden and college football games, and it's just bad. But no excuses here. 100% my fault. We're trying to win a playoff game. We ain't got time for no excuses. So anyways, man, it is 2nd and 10 for Matt Castle. Still a 0-0 game. We got some pressure on him, and that's going to lead to this interception by Champ Bailey. The Champ gets that pick, has a setup at the 15-yard line, and now we have a chance to maybe get some points on the board. We're going underneath. We're going to find Marino. He is going to pick up a big first down right there. 2nd and 10. Looking downfield to Randy Moss, the big boss. He gets tackled at about the 47-yard line. 19 seconds ago. We still have 2 timeouts, but then we get sacked. They send the edge rush, the edge blitz, and that is going to set up a situation where now the Chiefs have a chance to score before the half is over, but we get up in there with my man Rodgers. Big time sack, and I'm feeling pretty good about ourselves. We had more success, I feel like, offensively than the Chiefs did. So even though the game was all tied up 0-0, I feel like we can move the ball. So right here, we're going to find Randy Moss wide open. They try to play cover 2, and that is a cover no-no. As we go downfield, big time catch by the big boss, and on 3rd and goal, we take the lead. So it is 15, fool. It is 7-0. 3rd and 40, and try the little wildcat offense with Williams. I'm not sure what Williams that is. Maybe that's Cadillac. I'm not really sure. But anyways, it did not work. 1st and 17. We gained some yards, but there's a holding penalty. So 1st and 17. We go with Moreno up the gut. Makes it 2nd and 7. Again, we go with him down right up the middle, and now it's going to be 3rd and 6. We go over the middle. We're going to find Julius Thomas wearing that 89, and that's going to be a big first down. So we're in the 4th quarter. It's not the most prettiest game, okay? We are struggling. They are struggling. Right here, we get shut down on 3rd down and 2. So 4th and 1, we're going to try with Tebow, and Tebow gets shut down by Derek Thomas. Again, he's been watching his tape because they know I like to run that play, and right there, this didn't work. They're going to find their man over the middle or over to the left side, gets away. He had all day. Castle had all day in the pocket, so right there, he was able to find his man downfield. So we need a big-time play. Castle under pressure. Rodgers, he's going to get the strip, and our man Spikes. Our 2 free agent signings are coming up big, man. Like I said, I do this GM stuff, man. Anyways, man, we can get the ball to Darren Sproles with only 2 minutes left. He's going to pick him a first down. So 2-minute warning comes. The Chiefs still have all 3 timeouts. We give it to Sproles again. Marino, he got hurt again a little bit, but we're able to get him back in the game as one of those, will return soon type of deals. So anyways, we give it to him. He gets shut down. 3rd and 8. We're going to go for a screen pass. The clock stops, but there's still a minute 51. So if we don't get the first down on the ground, they still stop the clock with the timeout, and they still have plenty of time to march downfield. So my defense, we got to step up. Right there again, we get beat deep, but Castle is Castle. Okay, Matt Castle is Matt Castle. They give the ball to my man Jamal Childs. And Jamal Childs from Texas, he takes that one up the gut, picks up a big first down. They go underneath. They're going to find Moriaki, and that's how you say his name. He's going to pick up a nice game. 2nd and 5. Champ gets beat. I'm like, it's Champ Bailey. We don't need no safety help. It's Champ Bailey, but Champ Bailey has lost a step, to say the least. He gets beat by Dwayne Bowe, and it's going to be a 7-7 tie going into overtime. So we have to get some stops in overtime. I'm looking at my defense because we are on the field first on defense. We get a tackle right there, but it's going to be 3rd and inches. Jamal Charles makes a couple of people just look silly. Pick your pride up and put it back in your pocket. What are you doing? 3rd and 6. Cats are going to go over to the left side. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a big first down. So the Chiefs, they continue to march down the field, but there we get a stop. That is a much-needed tackle for no gain. 2nd and 10. Castle under pressure going to find Jamal Charles. Takes a nasty hit, but picks up a gain of 4. So 3rd and 6. Castle with time going to take a shot to the right side. Nice comeback route by Bo in between our cover 3 defense. So now it's going to be 2nd and 17. Has time, rolls to the right side, takes a shot deep versus Champ Bailey. Give me that Yahoo Zay Hurt. Give me that user interception. That user. We got that user. Now we have a chance. Decker over the middle. Can't make the catch. Would only been like a gain of 4, but it can't make the catch. Right here, Tebow just misses Randy Moss. I feel like we had a window right there, but we were unable to do it. Right there, we have so much space. There's so much space for Julius Thomas to operate, but Tim Tebow throws it straight to, I believe that was Eric Berry or the other safety, and that is going to be all she wrote. Again, Tebow was just making me mad. So mad to the point that if this series was not about Tim Tebow, I would trade him so fast. Because I feel like we have enough pieces on this team to do some work. He was 8 of 21. You can see that he's still cold. I mean, yeah. Those cold and hot ratings, they really do play a part in how well these guys do, or how these guys play, which I do like. But again, it reminds me of Madden 17 about confidence and not being confident and stuff like that. So again, Madden, give us something very, very unique for Madden 18. I'm hoping. I'm really just hoping. Because the only reason why I get this game is, 1, I have a YouTube channel, but 2, because I freaking love football, and it pains me sometimes. It really does. Anyways, you can see the rest of the playoffs. We end up not making it, obviously, to the divisional round. So the conference championship, the Chiefs lose to the Steelers, and the Packers, they beat. So we have a rematch of the Super Bowl that started off Madden 12, if you will. So technically, going back to the real Super Bowl between the Steelers and the Packers, and this one, the Steelers went to 3 straight Super Bowls and won 2 of them because they won the Super Bowl last year in our first year of the Tim Tebow Broncos rebuild. But that's going to wrap it up. I will drop season 3 very, very shortly. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Until next time, peace.
Bye, sir.